welcome in, race fans. We wanted to kind of come on here and do a quick wrap-up of Sooner Speed Week that we had a week and a half or so ago. Just kind of take a look at the points and how that wrapped up for everybody, and just kind of follow up and kind of see where we finished there. So we wanted to start off with the junior sprints. The now 600 junior sprints obviously did not run that first night at Creek, but they did run the other 3 nights, the first 2 at I-44, and then wrapped up over at Port City on Saturday night. And congratulations goes out to Paxton there, who actually went 3 for 3 on the week with the junior sprints. Just showed a lot of pace and a lot of speed. So super proud of him, and congratulations out to Paxton. He did a great job. You take a look there at the points, and Audrey Larson, who also was really competitive and had a really good week. She finished second there, and you know, it's just a tight point battle, but Paxton going 3 for 3 kind of wrapped it up for the point title. But wanted to mention, going down through there, taking a look at 7th there, 8th and 9th, we had DirtCrowd drivers Wyatt Tyree finished 7th for the points overall. And then new DirtCrowd driver Wesson Whitaker ended up 9th there in points, followed by Colton Merle, who actually ended up 10th in points. So special thanks and shout out to them for finishing in the top 10 there for Sooner Speed Week points. But overall, a great week. The junior sprints, just a loaded class, a lot of talent. A lot of young kids with bright futures, and we love being a part of that with them. So super proud of them, and congrats again to Paxton there taking home the Sooner Speed Week championship for the junior sprints, which kind of leads us into the restrictors also for the now 600 Sooner Speed Week. And at the top, we've got DirtCrowd driver Levi Ballard. Levi had a great week, really consistent overall, doing what you got to do to win any type of championship with multiple days, but looked really strong all 4 days. And you can kind of look there and take and see how close the points were. He was chased pretty hard all the way to the end Saturday night. A lot of 1 and 2 battles between the two of them. Running second there is a DirtCrowd driver, Chase DeMarco. Super proud of him. It was great to see him come run Speed Week with us. He's a local driver over there at Millbridge, and just a great kid, a great talent. So loved having him here and being able to hang out with him and his dad, Corey, through the week. But obviously a lot of speed for both of them. Super proud of both Levi and Chase, obviously being DirtCrowd drivers and finishing 1-2. And then a strong third right there, only 10 points out, was Brexton Bush, rounding out the top 3. Brexton, obviously same, was really consistent, just really put on a lot of speed and looked really good. And, you know, kind of just wrapping out the top 5 there, we got Dawson Woods and Gavin Bolt. So all did a really good job. Super proud of them. Restrictor class, same thing as we talked about with the junior sprints. We got a lot of young kids with a lot of laps and a lot of bright futures. So really love watching them run and contend, and a lot of camaraderie and a lot of speed. So really good job by the restrictors overall. And again, special congratulations to Levi Ballard for winning the championship there for Sooner Speed Week. And just so happens, speaking of Levi, we've got a on the line call with him. So let's take a look at that interview that we had with Levi. All right, welcome in, everybody. We've got another on the line segment that we're getting ready to bring to you guys. But speaking of bringing to you guys, our partner, we want to mention them first, obviously, Factory 14 with Harley and Holly and Billy and everybody over there. They do a great job, and we really appreciate them coming on and being marketing partners with us here at DirtCrowd. They do a great job all the way from the wedge carts to junior sprints, micros, midgets, sprint cars. They do everything first class, and they got everything there on site. So check them out online, or if you get a chance, go by and see the showroom and get you some parts. So in saying that, we're with a Factory 14 team driver and a Team DirtCrowd driver, and the current Sooner Speedway champion, Mr. Levi Ballard. Levi, how you doing, bub?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. It happens. It seems like we're with you on about every week. We were with you after the non-wing national champion, now the Sooner Speedway champion. So it's kind of becoming a norm that we talk to you every week, and you may have to have Dad add on to that room back there behind you if we keep stacking trophies and checks, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that a little bit. Obviously, Center Speed Week was really good to you. We started out over there at Creek County, and then went a couple nights at I-44, and then wrapped it up at Port. And I know you're fast at all of those, but talk to us a little bit and fill us in a little bit how the week kind of played out for you, and kind of how it started out there at Creek County for you.
So at Creek County, the first night, we didn't do very good in the heat race. We had the wrong setup on. So I went 3 to 4, which wasn't good. So we had to start 10th, and I got all the way up to third to make a podium for the first night of Speed Week.
That's pretty good, especially on that track, right? Because it's easy to get strung out at Creek, and making up positions there is ultra tough. So going 10 to 3 there is that's getting it, because it's easy to get spread out, and still puts you in a great position, right? At the end of the first night, you finish third, and I think that's one of the things that lately you've done really, really well and handled really well, maturing in the seat, is maybe having a rough heat or a rough start or something goes wrong and know you've got to battle back. But I think you're starting to build that confidence, knowing that, hey, if we do make a mistake or something's off a little bit in the heat, you got enough speed and enough confidence now in the car and in your abilities in the seat that you're going to go forward when the A feature comes around. So had to feel pretty good overall leaving Creek County, headed over to I-44, and I know that was the Thursday and Friday nights. Tell us a little bit about I-44. I think you kind of like that place from what I understand, but fill us in how those couple nights went for you over there at I-44.
Yeah, so the first night we went quick time and we were able to go 4 to 1 in the heat race, and that put us starting second in the feature, and we ended up getting second, which was another good way to end night two.
Sure, 100%. I mean, you got 2 podiums and fast both times out, and then that takes us into Friday night at I-44. How did that one play out for you?
So we qualified second, I think. No, oh my gosh, first, and we went only 4 to 3 in the heat race, which wasn't good enough. So we started sixth in the feature, and I got my way up to fourth with the first couple laps and just stayed there for the rest of the race.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about I-44 for those viewers of us that haven't raced there actually in the car. I know it's a fun place to watch the races, but how is I-44? How does that fit your style? Is it a momentum-based track? I know you love to get up on the cushion and let it eat, but describe how it kind of fits your driving style there running at I-44.
Yeah, I think it's a fun track. I like running the top, so it's fast on the top there, and it's like a momentum based track, and you have to get the speed off of the corner just
Yeah.
to be fast, and yeah.
Yeah, and I like it even from a fan perspective, but I know you do in the seat because you mentioned it, building up that momentum. It allows you to get run on people. We're just not all running around on the bottom of the berm or on the tires. When you can get up there and get the momentum wound up, it allows you to get run on people going into 3, especially. And I think that fits your driving style really, really well. And then we go in Saturday night to Port, which lately at Port you've been deadly. Walk us through that night and how that wrapped up for you.
Yeah, we qualified quick time and went 4 to 1 in the heat. We made a late pass for the lead with a couple to go, and that put us on the pole of the feature, and we got a good start, and I almost got passed in lap cars, because I tried to get to the top, which the track had just been watered, so no one had gone up there yet. So I
Right.
about lost the lead, but I was able to take the checkered flag and win that.
Yeah, you'd led that one from start to finish, and you had that little bit, and then there was probably about, I don't know, 10 or 12 laps in, there was a lap car that came down the track, and I was afraid that was going to collect maybe you and maybe Chase at the point, but you did a great job avoiding that and holding your line and entry into 3, and pretty much just hit your marks from there on out, even going through lap traffic, and ran a great race, and obviously ended up winning the race. And then because of that and how well you did the other 3 nights, that made you the Center Speed Week champion. So congratulations to you on that. I know you had a great week overall, and super proud of you for that. Let's look forward a little bit. I know you've got Cam coming up this weekend, but before that, I think you're actually going to do. Don't you have a go-kart race on Friday night that you're going to go run?
We were going to run that, but there's a 100% chance of rain, so we're gonna run both nights at Cam instead.
Okay, I got you. I got you. So I'm glad you let me know. Glad you let us know that. Speaking of Cam, obviously that's a now 600 national point weekend. You're doing really well there and leading the points pretty much have all season long. Tell us a little bit about Cam and what you like about it and kind of what you're looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's a fun track. I like the berm a lot, and it's just a fun track. It's just, yeah.
And you've got really good results there. I mean, obviously you've got a lot of speed in the car right now. Your confidence has got to be high. I think you're making really good decisions in the seat. So super proud of you. Wish you good luck this weekend at Cam. And then that following Monday, this one we have coming up August 3rd, I know you're going to go over there to Sweet Springs and compete in the Scotty Cook Wheelman Classic. That's going to be a cool new event and on a Monday. So hopefully we get a lot of cars over there, but I bet you're looking forward to that one as well.
Yeah, I'm super excited to get back at Sweet Springs. Last time I was there, I flipped, which was not good, but I'm excited to get back down there and rip the berm and see how we can do.
There you go, Bub. Well, we wish you nothing but the best of luck. Obviously, we'll keep up with you and continued success. Again, congratulations on the Sooner Speed Week Championship and super proud of you being on the DirtCrowd platform and representing us. And speaking of representing, if you would go ahead and take this time to thank everybody that's part of Levi Ballard Racing.
My mom, my dad, Factory 14, Chad, Bo, Ballard Products, Q&A Race Gear, and Kaiser Racing Wheels.
All right, we appreciate it, Levi. Again, congratulations. Thanks for coming on. Good luck, and we'll talk to you again next week sometime.
Thank you.
All right. All right, everybody. That's Team DirtCrowd driver Levi Ballard, who's having a fantastic season. As we talked about, he's currently leading the now 600 national points. He won the non-wing nationals there at Port and just got finished wrapping up and winning Sooner Speed Week. So got a lot of speed in the 87 Factory 14 car, and he's doing a great job behind the wheel. So keep an eye on Levi. He's a up-and-coming star in the sport and a great kid. So again, we'd like to give a shout out to Factory 14 for being a marketing partner for us and coming on and helping us provide this product for you guys and really appreciate them and everything they do over there. So if you get a chance to go online or go by the showroom and check them out. And that's going to be a wrap for us, and we'll see you all next time. All right, great interview there with DirtCrowd driver Levi Ballard, and congratulations again to Levi and Factory 14 on winning the Sooner Speed Week Championship there, so congrats to them. Okay, and then going forward, again, let's go ahead and we're still on Sooner Speed Week. We're going to take a look at the non-wing points for Sooner Speed Week. And again, we love seeing another DirtCrowd driver at the top, followed by another DirtCrowd driver in second. So congratulations to Jett Nunley for winning the non-wing Sooner Speed Week there. Again, Jett, you know, the same with Levi and the same with Paxton, just really consistent. When you're over a 4-night period, you know, it's you got to string those nights together, and you can't afford to really have some bad ones. I know Jett had some bad luck, I think the second night there at I-44, and had to pull off leading the feature with a motor problem, but was able to bounce back and wrap things up there Saturday night at Port City. So obviously congratulations to him. And same with Cash Lacombe. I mean, he had some bad luck as well, but obviously had a really good week. He showed speed all week and all along really overall. Just, you know, they're pushing each other. Love to see it. We're just so blessed to have so many young kids with so much talent. So just seeing them battle it out night after night was fantastic. So congrats to both of them and love having them on the platform. And then taking a look at the rest of the top 5 there, we got Cameron Campbell and Chase Picola and then Shelby Hinton. So obviously really good drivers all the way down through the field. Just another good class with a bunch of young kids with a lot of talent and good equipment, and you got to roll out. And when we have these 4-night speed weeks and these longer events, just goes to show how much work and effort goes in, not only to the drivers, but for their pit crews and families and fans and everybody. So again, congratulations to Jett Nunley coming out on top there as the champion. And speaking of Jett, we also have a on the line call with him. So let's go into that now with this quick interview we had with Jett Nunley. Welcome back. We're here again for another On the Line episode brought to you by Factory 14, our friends over there. They do a great job. If you need anything for any type of racing, basically open wheel, all the way from goat kart all the way up to sprint car, they got you covered over there. So feel free to look at them or run by and visit with Holly and Harley and Billy and everybody, and they'll definitely get you hooked up, and proud to be a partner of theirs. So with that being said, we got a Team Factory 14 house driver, Mr. Jett Nunley. How are you, sir?
Good.
Yeah, I know it's getting old hat. We just need to kind of set a time and a day, because we have you on constantly now, from you winning and rattling off doing what Jett Nunley does. But first of all, I want to congratulate you for winning the Sooner Series Speed Week points for Now 600 for both the A class and the non-wing. Did a great job. We had the 4 nights there. We can take a look at the points here if you want to. I know it doesn't really matter to you, but for our viewers, kind of give you a rundown. We'll start with the non-wing class there. Obviously, you won the points there. Preston and Hadley and Brantley and everybody did a good job, but Mr. Jett Nunley, same as always, here we go, non-wing, and looked great all weekend. Tell us a little bit about it. How did, from your standpoint, how did Speed Week go?
I feel like it went pretty good. I just feel like we had a couple of stuff that we needed to improve on, and overall it was good. Just had some stuff I needed to fix. We needed to fix some stuff on the car, and other than that, I think we were pretty decent all week.
Yeah, I would say so. That's probably scary for the competition to hear you say that. I know you had one get away from you. I believe it was Friday night in the non-wing there, leading the A feature, and looked like you had a pretty good hold on the race. And I know you and I discussed it a little bit when you got back to port on Saturday, but I think that possibly you lost a motor on that one leading. So I know that one stung a little bit, but overall, obviously had a great week in the non-wing and ended up winning the points there. Tell us a little bit. I know the non-wing, you guys have been really, really fast, and I think you mentioned it a little bit there. I know you guys are always working on trying to find another 10th here or another 10th there. How's that the non-wing stuff going? I mean, are you right where you want to be, or is it a continual battle to keep trying to get better and better and stay ahead even farther and farther?
I feel like right now we're pretty good, but it's always we want to be faster, and because everybody's always looking for speed and seeing if they can get better. I feel like we always, no matter what we're doing, we're always trying to be faster and better, and I'm trying to be better in the seat.
Yeah, and I know from the jump, the start of this year, you've been really, really good in the non-wing car. I know, obviously you went ahead and won the Sooner Speed Week points in the wing car as well. But in talking to you and Hunter and Dad and everybody on the team, I know the wing cars, you've had to be a little bit more patient with it to find speed in that car. But I can tell you what, I think you guys have gotten really, really close on it as well. I mean, do you feel like you guys have progressed quite a bit in the wing car from the beginning of the year? I mean, you didn't have that many notes, right, going in with that new car, but I mean, can you tell a difference from driving the car and where you are now versus the beginning of the year?
I feel like definitely from now to then, and like starting from the beginning of the year with no notes, I feel like we were pretty good, and I think we still have some stuff we need to figure out, and we figured some stuff out lately, so I feel like that helped. Then I just feel like there's always more speed that can be found in it.
Well, and it's always a continual battle, right? Whether it's you in the seat or it's you guys in the pit area feedback, trying to find out, different ways to try different stuff. I know you've got, we've got Sooner Speed Week behind us now, and you won both of those championships. But, we go right back into this week. We go back to Cam this weekend for both series for Now 600, the non-wing and the wing as well. And again, you're leading both of those series pretty comfortably, but I think it's one of those things that, I know you're always continuing to try to get better, but when you look at that going to Cam, I haven't been to Cam personally. Is that a new track for you? Are you familiar with Cam? I mean, I know we're going in. Is this going to be the first time at Cam for you in the Lynx car?
No, we went earlier in the year, just about a month ago, and we were pretty good in it, and we won the A class after racing with Friesen, and then we were kind of just back in fifth, trying to figure out some speed and what we needed to do. And then second night, we got a good starting spot on the pole, non-wing, and then A class, I feel like I had a little work, but nothing I couldn't handle.
Yeah. Speaking of Cam and some other of these tracks, Sooner Speed Week, I know you're really comfortable with Creek and I-44 and Port, but do you feel like when you go back to these tracks, you got a real good book of notes and a basis to build from? I mean, obviously that helps. I mean, from the first time you rolled into Cam, like you said, 4 or 6 weeks ago or whatever, to now, I mean, I think you got a pretty good baseline to roll in this weekend with and feel comfortable with having some speed right off the bat, I would assume.
Yeah, like we even had some notes from going there, all 4 of those places, or 3 of those places, a lot, and so that definitely helps. Like some of it'll carry over, but some of it kind of just got to figure out what we need to do and find more speed. And we just I-44, I feel like was only one, or Creek and I-44. I feel like those were the 2 tracks that were kind of more struggle-ish at, and obviously we're pretty good at both of them. So I feel like next time we go there, we'll know what we need to do and even probably get a little better.
Yeah. So for those of us that haven't been to Cam, and that includes me and whatever listeners we have, how does Cam relate? I mean, is it similar to Creek County or I-44 or Port City or another track that you guys run a lot?
No, not really. Like last time I was there, it was kind of on the top on one end and then around the bottom on the other with just nothing on the top. And it's kind of medium banking, and it's probably a little smaller than I-44, so it's really not like anything we really go to often.
Yeah. All right. Well, obviously we'll be paying attention to that one. We won't actually be on site, but we'll obviously be watching on start to finish and see how that goes and see if you can continue leading the points and obviously continue to stretch out that lead in both. Looking forward here, I know you're probably getting the phone's probably starting to ring. You're having a great season. Just super proud of you and everything you're doing in the car and outside the car. Just wanted to obviously bring you on here and congratulate you again for everything you're doing. You're a great representative of DirtCrowd, and we really appreciate that. So I appreciate you taking the time to come on and visit with us. We'll probably have you on again next week after a win or two, but super proud of you. Tell Mom and Dad and Hunter and everybody we said hi, and before we wrap it up, if you would, go ahead and thank everybody that is a part of Jett Nunley Racing.
Factory 14, Harley Holland Companies, Diamond D Trucking, DirtCrowd, Metric Cycles, Ingram Machine and Tool, Micron Tom, CSI, Kaiser Wills, Daryl's Appliance and Furniture.
Okay, before I let you go, I'm going to pop a quick question on you. I had somebody ask me, hey, you need to start asking some questions. What do they like? So just name, who is your favorite sprint car driver?
Probably Kyle Larson.
Okay, Kyle Larson. So do you watch NASCAR at all? I mean, if you had to name somebody other than Kyle in NASCAR, do you have a favorite outside of Kyle for NASCAR?
Probably Hocevar.
All right. I like that answer. And then one last question. On your pizza, what type of pizza do you eat? As far as
Pepperoni.
toppings?
Just pepperoni.
Pepperoni. All right. Simple and easy, right? All right, but why I had somebody ask me, said I need to ask those questions to you. For some reason, I'll find out if that you gave them the right answers or not. We got a little side bet, so we'll see how that goes. But I appreciate you coming on, Jett. I'll let you go back to work in the shop. I know Dad's probably got more for you to do, but thanks again for coming on. We're super proud of you, and we'll see you again here soon.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Jett. Everybody, that's Jett Nunley, obviously running for Factory 14 and currently leading both the wing and non-wing points there for Now 600, and had a great weekend behind him. Obviously won Speed Week for both as well, so super proud of him, and they're doing a great job. And again, before we cut out here, I want to thank Holly and Harley and Billy and everybody over at Factory 14 for being a partner of ours. We really appreciate it, and we'll be back and talk to everybody real soon. Thank you.
Racers don't slow down, and neither do we. At Factory 14, quality products, proven performance, and unmatched service come together under one roof. Our showroom is packed with everything for junior sprints to sprint cars, all ready for race day. Our race team and development program are shaping the future of this sport. And with professional trackside support across the country, you're never alone, you're part of our team. One team, one standard, always accessible. Factory 14, excellence in every detail.
All right, congratulations again to Jett Nunley there winning the Sooner Speed Week for the non-wing. And speaking of Jett, we're going to go ahead and wrap up Sooner Speed Week now with the last and final class, which was the A class, and same song, same dance. Jett Nunley takes the win there, the championship for Sooner Speed Week for the A class. Again, you know, just super, super tight points battle over there. Ends up squeaking out over Brexon Bush, obviously, who was here all week, obviously, as well. And Jett pulls that one out by 8 points. Really tight battle. And then, obviously, taking a look there, we've got Team DirtCrowd drivers right there running, actually tied for third. We got Jude Allgaier and Cash Lacombe. And then wrapping out the top 5 with Dawson Woods. So just a stellar top 5 class. I mean, every one of those kids are hitters and super, super fast. So just a great week for them overall. A lot of competition. All these drivers are making each other better and better. And just want to tip our hat again to not only all the drivers for Sooner Speed Week who did a great job, but to fans, pit crew members, you know, just everybody involved. Terry and all the Now 600 putting that week together did a really great job, and just a tip of the hat from us to all of them for putting on a great show, and can't wait to do it again next year. So congrats again to all of our winners, and just super proud of them. And Sooner Speed Week, was a huge success. And speaking of local success, let's go ahead and take a look at Port City points. Going into this past weekend. We'll start off with the junior sprints. And at Port City there we have another DirtCrowd driver. Bentley Thompson is currently leading the junior sprint points at Port City. Bentley and those guys over there have done a great job. He's been fast all season at Port. But again, let's just look down the list. We got Cash Wright running there second. Another DirtCrowd driver, Grayson Logan, rounding out the podium currently in third in points, and then followed right up by Brighton Bowie, another DirtCrowd driver. Super proud of him. He's having a great season. He's got a ton of wins so far this year, and they're traveling a little bit, so congrats to him as well. Then you got Thacker Parcher. Then you got another DirtCrowd driver, Giovanni Lucido, followed by another DirtCrowd driver, Wyatt Tyree, followed again by another DirtCrowd driver, Colton Murrell, and then wrapping out the top 10 down there at the bottom, we got Breck Bowie, who also is a DirtCrowd driver. So super proud of all those guys. Obviously, we've got 7 or 8 DirtCrowd drivers there on the list at the weekly points for junior sprints, but you know, they're just so hands-on. We love working with the younger kids and helping them build their brand on DirtCrowd and building their platform and helping what we can outside of the car. But obviously, they're doing a great job in the car as well. So just a super strong class. It goes without saying, we say it all the time, and if you can run and be fast at Port City and anywhere in the top 10 in points in any class, you're doing a great job and have a bright future. So super proud of all of them and all of them doing a really good job this season. Speaking of Bentley, who's leading the points, we've got an on the call with him. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this interview we had with Bentley Thompson. All right, welcome back, everybody. We got a special guest this time on our episode of On the Line. But first of all, we'd like to thank Mr. James Hoover over at Pure Cleaner Broken Arrow for being a marketing partner with us. James and his team over there do a fantastic job. So if you've got any restoration projects or anything that needs to be cleaned up, obviously we would appreciate you giving them a call, and they do a great job. So thanks again to James Hoover and Pure Cleaner Broken Arrow for being on the show and partnering with us and allowing us to have this episode and talk to Team DirtCrowd driver, Mr. Bentley Thompson. Bentley, how are you doing, bub?
Good, thanks.
Good, good. You're looking sharp. I love the hat. I love the shirt. I love you repping DirtCrowd. I love all your checkered flags and fire suits. I love it all. So I know you're ate up with.
Me running over one whenever I got to carry it.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're super proud of you. We love you being on the platform. You're always a great interview, so we definitely wanted to get you on here and kind of see what you're up to. So what's Dad got you doing? Working on the car a little bit during the day, or what are you doing? You getting ready to lay around the house, or he kind of keeping you busy, isn't he?
Yeah, working on the car pretty much, getting ready for some future races and just really doing some stuff to the car, getting it unloaded, doing stuff like that. But,
yeah. So what's Dad having you do? I mean, maintenance wise, I mean, are you cleaning the car? What else your duties as far as keeping the car maintained and ready to race?
Cleaning and helping like adjust shocks. Well, that's before like the race at the racetrack, but I help adjust the shocks too.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's good. That's good. The more you know about working on the car and how it works, the better you're going to be in the seat, right? So we really appreciate you young drivers being able to not only get in there and drive like you do, but being able to work on them and know the inner workings of the car really, really helps. So obviously, whatever you're doing right now is working, because we're going to take a look at the points right here for Port City for the junior sprints. But look right there at the top. We got Mr. Bentley Thompson. How about that? Tell us a little bit about how your season's going so far. Obviously, things are going pretty good with you leading the points, but tell us a little bit about Port City and kind of how you've gotten faster and faster and how things are going for you there this season.
So it's going really well. I mean, having the points lead is a big thing. I mean, I've got 3 feature wins this year, and that's a big step up from last year, from having 0 to 3, and having the speed to keep up with the faster people that may have been way faster than kind of before. So it's good that we're able to be on top of the points right now, and know that we can keep up with them and be able to get wins and stuff like that. And I'm doing a lot better this year than I was last year, definitely. So last year was kind of a big step off.
Well, and you know, that's kind of how it works, right? I mean, for these younger for the parents and these younger drivers that are moving up, you know, I talked to some of these new junior sprint drivers, and you know, they want to get a little bit frustrated because they're not doing good. But number one, it takes time. It takes seat time. It takes figuring out the track and what the car wants. But to your point, the competition is so good, and I know all you guys are buddies and everybody's friends off the track, boys, girls, all of you. You know, I love seeing you at the track and having the camaraderie, and you guys always hang out together and all that stuff. But the good part is, you know, that when we do get on the track, the competition is so tough weekly over there at Port City. It makes everybody better, right? I mean, the more you can race against those good guys and good girls, the better you're going to be. And the competition, I think, at Port right now for the junior sprints is second to none in the country. So I think, to your point, you know, it really shows, yeah, last season you might not have had any wins, but you got to put in the work and the effort and then you get the results. Right now, it's not just instant where you hop in the car and you're going to get wins. It takes time, and it takes seat time and effort and all that, but in the long run, it makes it more rewarding knowing that the competition you're running against is super, super strong. And here we sit with you leading the point, so that says a lot.
Yeah, definitely one of those things that we're pretty grateful for, being able to be fast and keeping up.
Well, and it's a lot of hard work, right? I mean, people, especially at Port, you hear it said a lot. It doesn't matter what type of racing it is, but a lot of race wins are won during the week when you're working on the car in the shop and doing all the maintenance. So you don't, we don't have DNFs and all that stuff. So it's a full-time job, and I know it is for you in the seat as well. But super proud of you and the great season you had. I know you mentioned you got 3 wins. I know there's at least probably a couple more that kind of slipped away from us for whatever reason. Maybe some of it not your fault, or lap traffic, or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I know you've got 3, but we could probably be sitting here pretty easily with 4 or 5. So, but congratulations on that. I know you're doing a good job, and we're super proud of you. Looking forward this weekend. Obviously, you got another 2 nights at Port City. We're running there Friday night and Saturday night. Those will both be regular point shows for you. Before we go forward, I know we're going to mention the Scotty Cook Classic, but I just thought about it. I wanted to talk to you a little bit. It wasn't too long ago that we had the non-wing nationals there, and you got to take the wing off. And I know I talked to you in the pit area and before that weekend, and you were super excited to go run the car without the wing. And tell us a little bit for our viewers that don't know, you being a young driver in the junior sprint class, what's different about driving the wing car that you're driving all season long, and then all of a sudden it looks on the schedule and, oh, this weekend we're taking the wing off? How is that for you? I mean, it was a little bit exciting, and I know you're looking forward to it, but does it change your driving style? Does it change how you guys set up the car? Kind of explain that to the people that don't understand.
Well, yeah, it really changes how you're gonna have to set up the car, and it's really, I think, since it's all non-wing and everyone is on non-wing, it's the track is way different too. So that's something you gotta adapt to, because it'll be different, because like the cars work different without the wing, because that's extra weight, but also the wing kind of makes your car like stuck to the ground more, and it's
Right.
more of kind of more downforce. But also, I mean, the non-wing makes it more loose, but overall, I think the wing might be faster.
Yeah.
It may be. I don't know about that, but it's just some of those things that are a big difference. Just that's something that might not be the biggest change, but
Well, and I think it makes you a more well-rounded driver, right? I mean, to be able to drive some weekends without the wing, and when we look ahead and you start moving up into they're going to have the restrictors, and then you go to A class, and then you got non-wing. So you're going to start seeing a little bit of that, and I think it just makes you a better driver all around, knowing that, hey, I may have to drive, my driving style is a little bit different. The car's a little bit looser here. I don't have the downforce with the sideboards on that big wing. So, I think that's cool that you guys get the opportunity to take the wings off also and see what the difference is, and see how it really affects the car. But I know you did a great job that weekend as well, but I wanted to bring that up because we just had it, and I know you and I talked a little bit about it, but I appreciate you taking the time to explain it. But we mentioned you going to run Port this weekend, and then after that following this next Monday we got coming up, August 3rd, you told me a little bit earlier that you guys are going to haul all the way up there to Sweet Springs and go run in the Scotty Cook Willman Classic. That's super exciting. We're super proud of you going up there and representing DirtCrowd, but that's probably pretty exciting for you to know you're going up there for the first time and get to run on a new track.
yeah, it's pretty exciting that we get to go to a new track and kind of explore more tracks and kind of figure out that track. Because I'm sure in the future I will probably way more once I move up, even maybe throughout the year, go there probably more. So that it just will help a lot with seat time for that track and just seat time overall. So it's pretty exciting that we're going up there And so I hope that we do good there because I really want to do good there because that's
Yeah.
a big race.
Well, it is a big race. It's going to be a super exciting event. I know they're doing some stuff for Cash Higgins as well, which is super cool. And I know we're all wishing our thoughts and prayers for the Higgins family. But yeah, to your point, you know, that when you start moving up, we start looking at the Now 600 series. You know, we talked earlier to Cash Lacombe. We had him on. We had Jett on yesterday. These guys that you look up to, right? That I love the Now 600 series because it's almost like a mini World of Outlaws or mini high limit series, because you guys are getting ready to, you know, you get to go try some different tracks and kind of figure out how it affects your driving style and setting the car up for different areas. It's, you know, it's great to get run at Port every weekend, and the competition's great, but I think it's also really cool that here in the near future you're going to be able to venture out and start running on some different tracks across the region and the country. That's got to be super exciting for you as well. So I really appreciate you coming on. You're always a great interview. We're super excited to have you on the DirtCrowd platform. We really appreciate you doing that, and you're a great representative of that. Speaking of being a great representative, if you would go ahead and take this time to thank everybody that's on the side of the car and helps Bentley Thompson Racing.
Okay, so I would like to thank overall all my sponsors. I hope I don't forget any. Sorry if I do. But I would like to thank Island Milk, Thompson Automotive and Sales, Jennings Farms, Hot Rod Central, Allen Sign, Scott Racing Engines. Man, them things are so fast. I'm glad that we were able to get one of those from Scott. So big thanks to him, and big thanks to Speed Stick Shocks. Noah's Art always got us set up pretty good, so big thanks to him too.
Yeah.
I also would like to thank, let's see here.
Take your time. You got plenty of time.
To be honest, I think that's really it. I don't know if I have to.
Well, you did a great job. It's a good thing when you got to remember them all right. That means you're doing things right, and people are super proud to be associated with you and Bentley Thompson Racing, and we're super excited for you and for your future. So we appreciate you coming on, and good luck this weekend. We'll see you out there, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks for having me, and bye.
Bye. Thanks again, Bentley. Yeah. Everybody, that's Bentley Thompson, a great young little driver. We love having him on the DirtCrowd platform, and he's currently leading the points over at Port City Raceway. So super excited for him. He's got a bright future ahead of him. And again, before we hop off here, we want to give thanks to James Hoover and Puro Clean for being a marketing partner for us and helping us bring this broadcast to you out there. So with that being said, we're going to hop off here, and we'll see everybody next time. Thank you. Great job there. Great interview by Bentley Thompson. Love having him on. Really good kid with a bright future, and probably look to see him moving up a little bit, maybe some next year, and running both the restrictor and maybe the junior sprint. So speaking of restrictors, let's take a look at the weekly points there at Port City. And again, I know it's a common theme, but we got another DirtCrowd driver leading the herd here. This was going into last week, and super proud to announce that we had Riker Jones leading the points going in. Another DirtCrowd driver, Riker, doing a really good job. I know he's been driving a couple different cars and kind of bouncing back and forth and doing a really good job, showing a lot of speed. So super proud of him. And then he's followed up by a couple of Truetts who obviously know their way around Port City really, really well. And they're running out, leading their second and third in points, and followed by another DirtCrowd driver. I got Brooks Bowie. Brooks doing a great job, part of BR3 Racing there. All three boys are DirtCrowd drivers, and he's doing a good job. They're traveling a little bit, so good to see him hanging on there at fourth in points. And you know, you just go down the list there and look at all the young talent. Most of it being local, but going down the list there, you got Blake Montgomery, J.J. Beeson, Luke Boer, everybody just doing a great job. Really good class. Same thing we always say, Port City is just super, super tough, and everybody doing a great job, and just to see how close the points are and how tight everybody is, and you know, you got some guys that are leaving some weeks and coming back, but always put on a great show out there at Port. So super proud of them, and look for that to be a tight point race going down the season. So good job by the restrictor class. That will lead us in. We'll go ahead and take a look now at the non-wing weekly points for Port City going into last week. Racker Morrow, obviously leading the points there, followed by Sean Wicker, and then Bentley's dad Dexter rounding out the podium there. But love the non-wing class, love when these guys pull the wings off, and a lot of talent, as we said there, going down the list. You look at, you got JT Mosh, you got Chris Carroll, who isn't there every week, but always a hard out at Port City. So just a really good class. Love watching the non-wing class there. Good car count. Just another strong class at Port, and if you can go out there and run with them and anywhere in the top 10 in points, you're doing a great job. So love touching in with them on the non-wing stuff. And then we'll wrap it up with the A-class Port City weekly points. And again, we got a couple of names at the top of the list there we're familiar with. Cody Barnes, and then again, Racker Morrow there. Obviously, Chase McDougal in fourth. But going down the list, same thing. Chris Carroll down there at the bottom in ninth, and Jace Blevins. But, you know, just strong cars. Everybody's got good equipment. Everybody's got a lot of laps. So love watching them race. Love the point battle. So love checking in with the Port City points all the way around, and super proud of them, and love being a part of Port City, and what Shane and Jen and everybody, the product they put on out there does a great job, and just looking forward to all these younger kids going on and moving up farther up into the ranks, into the midgets and the sprint cars, and so can't wait for that. But speaking of the sprint cars, just kind of want to give you guys a heads up. We will actually be in Knoxville. DirtCrowd will be putting out some content. We'll be there this weekend for the 360s, and then all the way through next week, we'll be leading up and going through the 410 Knoxville Nationals for the granddaddy of them all. So look for some more content hitting our Facebook page, maybe our X page, and then obviously on YouTube. So appreciate everybody taking the time. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see everybody again soon.
Racers don't slow down, and neither do we. At Factory 14, quality products, proven performance, and unmatched service come together under one roof. Our showroom is packed with everything for junior sprints to sprint cars, all ready for race day. Our race team and development program are shaping the future of this sport. And with professional trackside support across the country, you're never alone, you're part of our team. One team, one standard, always accessible. Factory 14, excellence in every detail.